Lin Shixian sneaked into the study of Jinny Yuan Marquis. He found a letter from his cousin and knew that everything was planned by Jinny Yuan Marquis. It turned out that Jinny Yuan Marquis used his cousin's authority in Fujian to take charge of most of the military affairs in Fujian, and it was also the work of Jinny Yuan Marquis who colluded with pirates to smuggle Jinny Yuan, who came in from outside the house. All this was deliberately he let Lin Shixian see. The reason why the district family has always been against the Zhu family is precisely because the Zhu family has always advocated the opening of the sea ban. Once the sea ban is opened, all the interests of the district family will disappear, and the lives of hundreds of people in the family will be in danger. He hopes that Lin Shixian can think clearly. As his own identity, he is the son of the district family. He should do everything to protect the district family, not to kill the 11 mothers of the district. Master Jean was seriously injured. Although Zhu Linyi secretly entrusted someone to send the injury medicine, Master Jean did not intend to improve. 11 Niang called to see Lin Shixian. The Marquis of Jinny Yuan promised to let Lin Shixian meet 11 Niang. He believed that Lin Shixian should choose. In prison, 11 Niang asked Lin Shixian about the situation of the case. Now all witness and material evidence point to 11 Niang, afraid that it is very difficult for Zhu Linyi to turn over the case. As long as 11 Niang is convicted, even if Zhu Linyi has made outstanding contributions to the battle, he will not escape from the link. After the 11 Niang thought about it, she only asked Lin Shixian to help her do one thing. Lin Shixian knew the determination of 11 Niang and agreed to 11 Niang. In court, the three legal divisions held a hearing. Lord Shongshu asked whether the case was involved in Zhu Linyi. 11 Niang claimed that the case had nothing to do with Zhu Linyi, but Jinny Yuan who had already made another preparation. He made a trick on Zhang Ziyunian of the embroidery workshop, making Zhang Ziyunian lie without conscience. This case involves Zhu Linyi. Chen Jialao asked Zhu Linyi time to defend. He intended to let Zhu Linyi take at the inscription of repudiation, but Zhu Linyi decided to share it with 11 Niang. 11 Niang had an idea in her heart. Lin Shixian was entrusted by 11 Niang. He hurriedly sent the Xiani Yuge account book and he issued that 11 Niang entrusted him. Every account book of Xiani Yuge was clearly remembered and had nothing to do with the Zhu family. And this issue cleared Zhu Linyi's suspicion. Chen Jialao announced on the spot that Zhu Linyi was involved in this case. It has nothing to do with it. As for the 11th Niang, she can't escape death. After this matter is reported to the emperor, it will be decided by the emperor and beheaded 3 days later. Zhu Linyi came to prison to meet 11 Niang. The husband and wife hugged each other tightly and cried. 11 Niang never regretted marrying Zhu Linyi. The reason why she admitted everything was that she did not want Zhu Linyi to be threatened because of her, and she did not want to involve the Zhu family. Today's farewell, I'm afraid that the two of them will have lost their fate in this life. If there is an afterlife, 11 Niang only wants them to be husband and wife again. It was time to explore 11 Niang. Zhu Linyi held 11 Niang's hand tightly. He told 11 Niang that he would not give up any hope. Just as 11 Niang would not take and leave the book at the beginning, he would not let go of 11 Niang's hand today. When Mrs. Zhu learned that 11 Niang put life and death aside for the Zhu family, she deeply regretted what she had done to 11 Niang before. She restrained 11 Niang with family rules and let 11 Niang suffer a lot. Now that there are still 3 days left before the date of the beheading, Zhu Linyi decided to go to see the emperor, and Mrs. Zhu also decided to kneel down together to beg for the emperor's kindness. Zhu Linyi, Mrs. Zhu Lingquan and the Lord of Danyang County knelt outside the palace to beg for mercy. Chen Linyi came to persuade Zhu Linyi, but Zhu's family was determined not to leave, so Chen Linyi had to intercede for Zhu Linyi. Because of the plea of the Zhu family, the emperor was willing to open his hand and postpone his execution for 1 month. However, if Zhu Linyi did not find evidence a month later, not only did the 11 Niang have to be handed over to the Ministry of Criminal Justice, but Zhu Linyi would be punished by the crime of bullying the emperor. Zhu Linyi brought Linbo and several brothers to find Wang Jiayubao. Wang Jiayubao was in danger. Linbo asked Zhu Linyi to leave first with Wang Jiayubao. He stopped the man in black sent by Jinyuan Marquis. Zhu Linyi took Wang Jiayubao away. Wang Jiayubao was dying. Before he died, he gave Zhu Linyi an important criminal evidence. Then the man in black could not find the criminal evidence on Wang Jiayubao's body. They tried their best to want Zhu Linyi. The governor of Fujian was originally a man of Jinyuan Marquis. He falsely reported that Zhu Linyi and Wang Jiayubao had colluded on the spot. In a rage, the saint wanted Zhu Linyi and decided to behead 11 Niang 10 days later. Before the Zhu Ling case was arrested, everyone in the Zhu family was not allowed to enter and leave the house. Ernian came to the prison to see 11 Niang. She could not get in, but Lord Changshu let Ernian go to prison. 11 Niang knew that Lord Changshu sent people to eavesdrop secretly. She only made a mark to remind Ernian and asked Ernian to go to Luo Xingxing. Luo Xingxing was smart. He thought about it and understood what 11 Niang meant. 11 Niang wanted to tell them that Zhu Linyi had evidence to save her, but on his way back to Beijing, he was extremely dangerous. Now the safest place to make Zhu Linyi is also the most dangerous place.